Everyone has a grandmother, a figure often shrouded in the cloak of age, wisdom, and an uncanny knack for knitting. In my case, my grandmother had always been an old woman, her wrinkles as familiar to me as the back of my hand. For 2 decades, she remained a constant, unchanging presence, a time capsule of sorts, eternally old, yet beautifully so. They say she was once young, even pretty, and had a husband. But these tales felt like myths, as believable as the existence of unicorns. The portrait of my grandfather, with his grand turban and cascading white beard, seemed to echo my sentiments. He didn't look like someone who would have a wife or children, but rather a man destined to have an army of grandchildren. The idea of my grandmother being young, let alone pretty, felt almost sacrilegious. Her stories of childhood games felt like fables, her youthful exploits seeming as fanciful as the tales of prophets she would often narrate. She was always the short, slightly bent figure, her face an intricate tapestry of wrinkles. She was a timeless entity, her age remaining a constant for as long as I could remember. She may not have been conventionally pretty, but in my eyes, she was always beautiful. Clad in her pristine white attire, rosary in hand, silver hair framing her face, she was a symbol of serenity, a beacon of peace and contentment. Our bond was a special one, a friendship that transcended the barriers of age and time. When my parents moved to the city, I stayed with her, and our lives became beautifully intertwined. She was my morning alarm, the one who prepared me for school, her prayers accompanying our morning rituals. I would listen, not to learn, but to soak in the comforting cadence of her voice. Our school was attached to the temple, and my grandmother, a devout soul, would accompany me. While I learned the alphabet, she would delve into the scriptures. Our return journey was always an eventful one, with the village dogs eagerly awaiting the stale chapatis she carried for them. In summary, my grandmother was a remarkable woman, her life a testament to her strength, resilience, and unwavering faith. Our relationship was not just one of familial ties, but a deep friendship that shaped my formative years. Her constant presence, her timeless beauty, and her serene disposition made her a figure of admiration and love. To the world, she may have been an old woman, but to me, she was, and always will be, a beautiful portrait of love, wisdom, and grace.